Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It's the 30th December. Monthly close in a couple days. Good morning, good morning. Let me just get the chat open. About time you show back up. Yeah, I had a nice week off last week. It's good to disconnect, man. It is good to disconnect. I'm just looking at the liquidity and long to short ratio, just straight off the rip. We're 65% long on retail at the moment. So also, we have a lot of liquidity under this wick, like under these stuff. So probably it will just look like something like this. Yeah. And then a lot here at 100k. So these are sort of my two like short-term areas that I'm looking at. Right now, it's looking weak. It's looking like bearish retest and failure. Once we get into this stuff, it'll be interesting to see what kind of reaction we get. I'm kind of expecting like, we might wick into 89k. We might even do something really nasty, like take all of this stuff and then do like a regain. But I do think this kind of like painful consolidation is going to be coming to an end sooner rather than later, maybe towards the end of the month. And that sort of anything down like in here will probably be the bottom, most probably. Um, and then yeah, feel like if we take this 92k stuff now, um, or get into some of this stuff, like anywhere 89k, all this stuff here, which is good, then 100k would probably be my next target. And then, yeah, if we make a higher high here, it will probably just flag out for a bit. And then, yeah, consolidate for a month or two and then maybe break out. But yeah, the two areas to watch out for are probably down here. Well, it's actually closer because there's a lot of liquidity at 92.5 to 91.8, or like kind of just below this wick here. And the other bit is 100 above this wick. So probably going to do the downside first. But yeah, I've actually been looking at altcoins and I've been scaling into my micro gems and stuff like that in the meantime. But let's have a look at. Yeah, it's just the weekly does look amazing. Let's have a look at some weeklies and then some totals. Because I haven't looked at these in ages. Check that my recording's fine. Yeah, recording's good. So yeah, total one below December actually got a nasty wick on that candle. So maybe here 2.83 trillion as a pullback. It definitely could happen. We definitely could be in for some more pain. I'm not sure if that would coincide with like something like 89k on Bitcoin. It looks like he'll probably do a little bit more. Um, Total 2 is actually looking a little bit more interesting because it's already retested this sort of like swing, um, like that, and it's coming back up to December. Um, I'm kind of expecting this to hold here. So like just this area, this zone, one point, let's call it 1.18 to 1.22. Um, and ETH actually looks kind of decent if I when I glanced at it. I'm not sure what that line is. Probably I'm actually gonna take it off. I feel like it's served its purpose. Yeah. ETH hopefully can carve something out here. And it actually kind of looks a little bit more bare. A little bit better than Bitcoin. But I feel like, yeah, we're still in that consolidation phase. I actually bought a little bit of altcoins just down here. Um, because I feel like I'll thank myself in like 6 months' time. What's USDT dominance doing? Looks like a bearish retest to me. Even if people start taking more profit and we do see 85k on Bitcoin, I think anything here is bearish retest, anything there. So still looking like down. What's total 3 doing? kind of just nowhere for now. Yeah, kind of nowhere for now. ETH Bitcoin currently gaining November. I think last time I had a look at ETH Bitcoin, I said if we start gaining November, this will probably kind of look like a double bottom on the weekly. So this is now the low that we don't want to lose. We've obviously got a green dot. We're super oversold, and we're gaining this November. So this is still the level to gain, kind of like 0.04 for like the proper alt season. But there's some interesting signs in this sort of just kind of going sideways and doing that for like a few weeks until we really start picking up steam in the market again. And that will probably be, when the events start kicking in later on this month. I know we probably got FOMC, CPI, we've got Trump inauguration 20th. It will probably start picking up towards mid-January. But yeah, I'm still going to take it easy this week and then probably I might even go on holiday before the 20th and just get some winter sun cooking. But yeah, as for the alts that I was just DCAing, it's just Vela Arc and Navi at the moment. I'm actually waiting a second for Navi to see if it comes into that daily ban on November or September. So I've got an alert around 1.22. As for Vela, we're like coming down to the bottom of this range. So, you know, I'm DCAing into my bags. And these are micro caps, so I don't really have like loads in. So it's quite easy to DCA them and something like Arc as well, which is looks like it looks to be like it's just putting in its macro high low out of this whole consolidation. Whole consolidation, it's been what since like May. Uh, break above, break some of the highs from here, come down, do a macro high low, and then yeah, start sending. Yeah, so let's actually just have a look at a couple of alts first, and then have a look at the chat. Or maybe I'll have a look at the chat now. When 85, 87k, yeah, facts. To be fair, looking at that weekly Bitcoin chart, we lost on the weekly last cycle before the last run up. Yeah, you're right. It does start looking really shit, and that can be a whole combination of things like retail logging, fundamentally things happening. But yeah, like I don't think it's over. This is kind of just like that sort of painful consolidation down before the massive storm. So I'm still focused on altcoins as I were. Solana. What are these squiggles? Solana looks interesting. Dot on the daily, holding above here. Wicks into the band with a W reversal. Let's have a look at the 4 hour. Off daily, weekly open. High lows. Yeah, it looks interesting. Injective at $20 as well is like a good steal if you're looking to spot buy some bags, and then yeah, maybe I might leverage some 3x bids in here just in case we do get like that and then that. I want to be positioned in some sort of alts. Oh yeah, I'm still in my tier long. It's down like 50%, 60% or something. So let's have a look at that. Cause some other people will probably be in there. Yeah, still waiting for this to develop. Like, I definitely don't want to sell any here. It's literally at the bottom. If anything, you kind of want to buy into this. But yeah, it's just at the bottom. I'm just literally not going to do anything with it. Last but not least, I think I'm in Luna long. Because I had a couple orders set. And yeah, I feel like that daily band's going to hold. So maybe 405 is probably quite a good level on Luna. But yeah, apart from that, there was one other thing I was looking at, but I can't actually remember what it was. Oh, Griffin's up 10%. I actually saw that 19 under 20 cent last night, and I was like, that's a good buy. What's Tau doing? I haven't looked at these charts in ages. No new lows on Tau yet from the beginning of November, which is good, and this demand zone's holding. So, but yeah, what have you guys been up to? What have you guys been looking at? I obviously have had a nice week off last week, just with the family and stuff like that, with the friends. I feel like this last week I've either been drunk or hungover. Hype. Oh yeah, I did. I did talk about hype in my last stream. I said this is looking like probably the most bullish chart out there at the moment. Yeah, it looks decent. I like it. So when were we talking about it? Probably down here. 24, 28. I did get an alert. I got an alert that triggered on these like wicks, but I think I was busy or something, being drunk. But yeah, this still looks bullish. I really like this chart for higher. We've obviously got. I've already put it on, but we've got quite a simple inflection point here. Now, I know that's not a straight line, but imagine a box like here, all the way across. And these lows are probably quite important now. So higher lows, if we can break above here and then get a hold anywhere here, it will look really good. Really very good. So I like it. That's probably the best looking chart right now. Yeah. Trading hype and printing fees. Are you trading on hype, mate? Hyper liquid. Nah. Oh, you're just trading it. Okay. But yeah, nah, it's looking nice. Nice little move. About 20% from that wick in a few days. But yeah, it's probably it's looking like the market's a little bit slow at the moment. What's Litecoin up? I do expect this to be like macro higher lows on any altcoin, even if we do something like this, and then like hold sort of this pre-consolidation, and then go. Let's have a look at. Oh, Phantom's had a big dump. That actually looks really bad as well. This is probably going to come to the base of its whole move, and then do like that. So yeah, just be alive at night. Get your spot bags on the go. And yeah, I haven't really been leverage trading that much recently. Just because like I feel like sometimes you just gotta go and have fucking time to yourself. Time with the alcohol. Meteora gang make a group of liquidity providers. Yeah, yeah. Are you gonna do an extra stream now? I think you should do a Sunday one. I definitely think you should do a Sunday one. Does anyone know anything about the EU MICA restrictions? Because I kind of flitted in and out momentarily over this past week. a bit drunk. And I did see something about USDT getting delisted in Europe or something about regulation. But it kind of just, at face value, it seems like FUD to me. But yeah, I haven't actually read anything on it. I was gonna go and look it up on an article website or something after this, so I can be a bit more in the loop. But yeah. Oh, also, the weekly legend board is available to pick for, and then the monthly will be finished on Wednesday. Right now we got TJ in first, and we got Tim in second, and we got Kevin Second Breakfast in third, with Shannon very close behind. Well, not too close, about 20%, but well done to everyone um, who's doing well on that. USDT has 18 months to comply. Okay, so it won't be delisted. Got my first win on the weekly. Well done, brother. What did you pick, by just out of interest? So it's probably just looking like FUD then, Simon, right? Like I can still use my USDT. Coinbase is already delisted. Oh, okay. They're actually heavily compliant though. Um, I think for that, I know you were asking me a question earlier. It kind of depends on what exchange you're using. So if your exchange doesn't, is not really complying with restrictions, you might want to be careful. But yeah, I'm not really sure what FWOG. I'm not really sure how what this USDT malarkey is all about, but you can always use USDC, right? You just change it, and then yeah, just keep it in USDC for now. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure it's just a bit of FUD, really. But I actually, hey ho, it might not be. So yeah, I think that's my general plan for now. Is that we're probably going to see a little bit lower on Bitcoin in this month, and then I think it's going to be over quite soon because it can look shit. It can look really shit, and then all of a sudden we get like this one like weekly candle that which regains stuff, and then a hold here, and all of a sudden by the end of the month, like we've done the full like retrace, we've carved out the whole range, and then we just like sort of you know get a little bit bullish in February and March and stuff like that. Ooh, Popcat up 8%. But yeah, I'm just buying bits of my spot bags, and I've got some looking out for some decent little trades now that we're not in this like weird low volume Christmas week anymore. Trouble is, the exchanges don't have USDC pairs, so I have to convert to USDT, then trade on the coins I want. Oh, that is really weird. Oh, this week is a holiday too. Are you for real? Like today? Our market's not open. Obviously, no New Year's Day is a holiday because everyone's hungover. But New Year's Eve tomorrow and New Year's Day. Okay, so both days. All right. I might. I might. I might cancel tomorrow's stream, or and then just do Thursday, Friday this week. Do you use Wavemaster or just the Oscillator Momentum Legacy? I just use the Momentum Legacy, but the Wavemaster is very good as well. I do have it on this chart just to see, so I can see like reactive re-entries on the higher time frame. Also, sometimes these line up really good with retail stablecoin demand. So, for example, like this whole area coincides with this whole upside structure, and then this whole top out on retail stablecoin demand. So I more use it for like longer time frames where we can see, okay, we might get a extended period of sideways or down. I.e., no Griffin USDC. Yeah, yeah. If you want to trade Griffin, you should probably just trade it with Sol. Oh yeah, Trio as well. You're right. I never really thought about that. All the USDT pairs, if they're delisted, surely you can't sell into USDT. Or maybe you can, and then I'm actually not sure. I can see why that would be problematic. I can see why that would be very problematic. But yeah, like almost another reason why I think it could be the end quite soon is that we're getting into this like sort of territory where if we do this, let me put a line on here. We do the whole base of the move, and this is oversold, and this is like just completely like bottomed out. Um, yeah, I don't see why we can't just see the next leg. So yeah, let's have a look at PopCat 3 minute. Having some nice swings. 10% move. Maybe PopCat days are just starting up again. It has done a full retrace, to be honest. Let's have a look at render. That looks like a deviation or a failure. That's going to go lower. Hopefully it can find support on October. That'd be quite good. What's token doing? Made a new low. Yeah, not really a whole lot of interesting things. Although WorldCoin is mildly interesting here at this sort of like August level. I'm gonna set a alert for this for 190. I think there is a lot of FUD around USDT and the exchanges won't delist it. Yeah, I mean that's the most likely scenario, right? I just transferred USDC to Mexi, didn't realize. What's that crypto on-chain indicator, mate? If that's going down, is it people putting crypto into wallets? Yeah, so it's just retail stablecoin demand. So I'm not sure if I have it inverted or not at the moment. Let me check. I've got it inverted. So um, let me just re-invert it just to explain this to you. When retail stablecoin demand is like super high, that means that the retail are usually in stablecoins, so they're not in the market, and it can signify a bottom. I've just got it in inverted, so I can just see the bottoms with the bottoms. Um, and conversely, when retail stablecoin demand is really low, that means they're not in stables, so the demand for stables is low. What does that mean? They're in the market. When retail are in the market, it can sometimes signal a top, and you can see that it kind of does print quite a lot and quite well. But yeah, let me turn that back on invert. it's quite good to use this with like in oscillators and other indicators on the daily and the weekly time frame. The daily time frame works really well, and it also works well on like coins with a lot of liquidity, like the top 50 altcoins and stuff. Like if you see something like that on retail stablecoin demand, and you get a big wick on the chart, so big wick here, it usually signifies a bottom or top of some sort. You can see we got the double bottom, and then did that huge run up, 400%. Nice. Um, but yeah, I do reckon I'll probably cancel tomorrow and have another day off if it's another holiday. Just because, yeah, there's not much going on. But I would definitely do Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday on the charts. Yeah, definitely mess around with that retail stablecoin demand because it can also work really well on the 4 hour as well if you use it with Harmony. I, you're probably using Harmony, aren't you? So super oversold, reactive re-entry here, massive dump candle, and then also retail stablecoin demand very low. It can work really well on the 4 hour, but it might just sort of be a bearish retest for this because then you can see that the price action we're still trending down. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend using it on anything below the 4 hour retail stablecoin demand, and anything outside of the top 100 will probably struggle because there's not enough liquidity. Let's actually have a look at BNB and see what's happening here. I mean, that still looks really bullish, that chart, to me. Yeah, quite a nice inflection point here. It's looking interesting, it's looking interesting. So yeah, I think I'm going to take it easy as well this week. It is definitely worth setting some alerts on some of these altcoins that could do some really nasty retraces. So if you just go to render and you go to the daily and you put the bands on, anything that kind of matches up with a major monthly level in the bands, I would probably put an alert on, just in case it comes down there. So for example, Phantom, if we fail here and come into the band, this would be a really good buy zone for spot and for leverage. Really, really good. Um, AVAX, let's look at AVAX. If this comes down into the top of the band, really good buy zone. Hopefully it holds this low or something like that. Really, really good buy zone again. Link actually looks a lot stronger than others, so yeah, we've just got this band coming down in here. Again, another really good buy zone, another place to put an alert and possibly buy some spot, or if you're not in spot for something like Link, which is quite a high market cap, you could always go and put a 3x leverage long on that you ladder in, or maybe even 4x if your range is quite tight. Um, let's just have a look actually. Yeah, you got a 5% range here, so you could even do 4x really, but 3x would be quite safe. But yeah, that's if you don't have a spot bag, but you want to get some exposure, you could put a little bit in a 3x trade here and kind of treat it as spot. I actually haven't had a look in ADA in ages, but Excuse me. Yeah, we're kind of just waiting for something to happen. It doesn't look amazing at the moment, to be honest. That big 4 hour wick up, I don't like that. I don't like it. But yeah, not a whole lot of interest from me at the moment. Sometimes the best trade is no trade, and I'm just gonna take it easy for now. If we do this though, on a lot of altcoins, it's not that far. It's like a 10% down move. Yeah, like a 10% day. I'll be a massive buyer in the market with whatever I can find. What's this? Phantom. Yeah, about 12%. So I do think we're pretty close to a bottom. What's it on Bitcoin? We could do about, yeah, 7%. He's looking strong. This is looking good for altcoins though. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stop my recording now.